whispers lie, the thorny thigh, the maddening cry. Open, open. I am awake, the serpent shakes. The eagle strikes with its jagged claw. The beasts emerge as the gods withdraw. A storm of silence, a broken I am born to death, reborn on the heart. I on the neon skies where the starlight comes, shadows whisper truths as the bassline drums. My will is fire, unchained, untamed. No path is written, no soul is blamed. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Feel the stars, let the silence fill. Your will, on place, is alive, it's dead. Delivered from the lust of the thrill. Echo shadow glass where the circuits glow. The clock ticks slow, but it doesn't show. No purpose, no tether, just a beat in sync. Every way perfect, on the edge, on the brink. No chains, no bars, just a void to fill. Every pulse, every spark is a perfect will. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Feel the sights, let the silence fill. Your will, what is right, is alive, it's dead. Delivered from the lust of the thrill. walk alone where the silence hums. No shadows chase, no voices come. The air is thick, it wraps me tight. No fear, no sin, no way to bear. The sweetness whispers everywhere. Sweetness of solitude fills my veins. Soulful rivers wash my chains. No need for gold, no need for fame. This quiet place, it knows my gift of health, it lights my way. Contentment blooms where I choose to stay. Trust is the bridge where hearts align. No fear, no sin, no way to bear. And the sweetness whispers no fire burn like passion wild, no losing through like hatred piled. This body aches, a cage of stone, rest whispers soft, the only throne. Hunger's the beast, the sharpest sting, the body cries, its constant claim. But Lord, to see on awaits, it sets us free. Pain walks close, a shadowed friend. Each step we take, it will attend. But joy lies quiet, just out of view. A higher peak, a sky so blue. means no despair. Among the shadows, we shine so bright. We carry peace into the night. I believe that we'll rise again. No hatred, no pain, no bitterness. I believe that. Let us walk, let us heal, free from strife, no moments clean, no weight on life. Among the weary, we'll stand tall, a gentle voice for one and all. I believe that we'll rise again. No hatred, no pain, no bitterness. I believe that free from greed, we'll plant the seed. Among the hungry, we'll meet their needs. We'll rise again. No hatred, no pain, no bitterness. Happily live. Let the light begin. Among the broken, we'll mend Give me the sign of the open night, a riddle of shadows where whispers lie. Thorny The eagle strikes with its jagged claw. The beast emerge as the gods withdraw. A storm of silence, a broken law. Open, be open, be open. I am born to death, reborn on the horn of the unicorn. Do as thou wilt, as a God by the mystical union of fairy and fawn, a dance in the shadows from dusk until dawn. Unspoken the whispers that drift through the trees, unbroken the vow carried soft on the breeze. Oh, fiery Valkyrie, I invoke, through the flames and the embers, the spell is bespoke. Your arrows and slinging, the spring's tender glow. A force wild and brilliant, a power I know. A secret communion of hearts left unsown. The listless, resistless, tumultuous tongue. Through veins of the morning, her armor does gleam. The warrior spirit ignites every dream. No godhead could charm her, no throne could command. But manhood awakened, she took up her stand. In brilliance resilient, a fire does burn, a goddess of spring, with the world left to turn. Fire of archery, I invoke, through the flames and the embers, the spell is bespoke. Your arrows unslinging, the spring's tender glow. A force wild and brilliant, a By the mystical union of fairy and fawn, I dance in the shadows from dusk until dawn. Spoken whispers that drift through the trees, unbroken vow, carried soft on the breeze. Oh, fiery Valkyrie, I invoke. Through the flames and the embers, the spell is bespoken. Your arrows unflaming in the spring's tender glow. A force wild and brilliant, a power I A secret communion of hearts left unsung. The listless resist its tumultuous tongue. Through veils of the morning, her armor does gleam. Warrior spirit ignites every dream. No godhead could charm her, no throne could command. hands tight, a silhouette carved in the shadow of night. The stars overhead burn cold and bright, but they can't touch the heat of that flame. By the rage of the ladies, I invoke the wrath of fire. Surrounding and walls through the midnight of madness we spoke. You are mine, I invoke. By the force of the fashion of love, I collide through the shroud, through the cloud where secrets reside. Through the storm, through the smoke, I survive, I survive. To the mountain, volcanic, alive. By the rage of the rage, whispers low to the shore. The swoon of the moon pulling tides evermore. You're swooning into me like a spell, like a door. Tonight we can't quite restore. disrupting China's, Belt and Road Initiative going through Iran into the Middle East. You wouldn't be told about that either. What do you mean? I mean, Iran and China are very close because Iran is the gateway for China into the Middle East. They've built rail systems from one side of China all the way to the... We don't care about that. Here's what we care about, right? What do you mean we don't? Who doesn't care? The United States. So, no. Wait, hold on. How do you make you made a claim? How do you make a claim that they don't care? What is this guy? Yeah, so this guy is so what I was gonna say is the reason I say we don't care is because the priorities, right? We wouldn't be doing all this because they're expanding their economy, right? With roads. And I don't know. Because you're interrupting my flow. Let me just finish and then say whatever you want, right?
That you raised $2 million. I want to know where the tampon money is, and then you lie about being Muslim or not.
We are here, right next to you. We are not moving. This is what we said. The United States is parked right here. Russia doesn't like this. That's the bottom line. And this is spilled well all over the place now. And when it's that serious, you're not going to know about the fact that every single day they're probably negotiating not launching nukes. We cannot be told this stuff. So the American supply line and the Chinese supply line system, both of these are the largest in the world, the most complex, and the most influential. And this is number one priority for both the U.S., for the American supply line to run from Africa by rail, overland, into Asia and Europe through the Middle East, and vice versa. Same with China. And both countries are trying to get supply chain dominance in the area. So, when you just say nuclear weapons, we know that Iran does not have nuclear weapons. Why are you ignoring the... No, just the two craziest countries got the worst, which is America and Israel.
How do you know Iran doesn't
have nuclear weapons? They probably have one.
They do have a nuclear weapon.
There's no proof that Iran has nuclear weapons.
Well, I'm Iranian, I'm telling you, my man.
One of the reasons... Okay, that's good. I'm not Iranian, and I'm telling you there's no proof that Iran has nuclear weapons. There's no proof, but
they have 460 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium.
That's not a nuclear weapon.
That's not even close.
That's not even close to a nuclear weapon. One of the reasons, we were just discussing, why are rockets landing in random parts of the Middle East? They're not random. What do you mean? If you don't let me finish, I cannot fucking... Well, you keep making dumb statements, man. I mean, you gotta at least make statements that make sense. Okay. You're saying random. You're saying that, Iran has nuclear weapons. Let me say it and call it down. Okay, go ahead. So, if I fire a bottle rocket, right, you see, it doesn't have a payload. But the very fact that I can land it at a spot, it's me letting you know that if that thing had a real payload, that's all. No, I don't really need to blow you up. I just need to show you the capacity to. So that's all that is. They're not shooting firecrackers because they're incompetent. There is a lot of signaling that the general public, you have to be some. You don't think Iran is shooting missiles with payloads? Sorry, what was it?
Aaron, Aaron, hold on a second, bro.
Yeah, they're not shooting missiles with payloads.
No, they're definitely shooting missiles with payloads.
Do you know what a real payload does?
Yes, and they're doing it.
That's not what that is.
It is.
I'm not talking about the United States. I'm talking about Iran.
Yeah, Iran is definitely shooting missiles with payloads.
Russia, right? When Russia wants to demonstrate what it needs to blow your shit up, they launch hypersonic, I think it's barometric missiles.
Right.
That's when they let you know, like, this is what we can do. All Iran is showing is we can deliver the missile. They didn't show you the supersonic.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're landing missiles all over the place. They're causing so much damage.
No,
drones and missiles, they're exploding.
It doesn't have any serious payload yet.
Yes, they do.
What payload does it have? It has
What
nothing in it. It's
you
shooting
mean-
like one people.
You mean nuke?
No, it means explosives. Like the missiles aren't.
Well, they
don't have
do
explosive
have
materials.
They do have different type of.
They don't have intent of the type that what Russia uses on Ukraine, which is we're gonna annihilate.
Incendiary.
Exactly.
They have.
Just letting you know.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense because if you look at what's coming out of Israel, what's coming out of the Gulf states,
You're not seeing a lot of.
well, it's because there's a sensor, a massive sensor on all of these states, and especially Israel. But the things that are coming out, entire blocks are just disintegrated by one missile in Israel. It's these things definitely have payloads.
But what I'm saying is Iran, if they want to decimate 10% of a city, they can put a real payload.
Well, I don't know of a payload that can decimate 10% of a city.
Maybe 2 or 3. But it's something they can do.
Well, I guess it depends how big the
They're
city
not
is.
doing that. What they're
They
just
can
saying,
build
because there's leverage to negotiate.
day or weeks. We saw them the first attack, how fast we had to pull back because Iran was just decimating our entire budget, our entire Air Force budget, all of our missile budget. It's all going to defend Israel.
Well,
the reality is this: we don't know what they got, but this is what I believe. I believe they do have the capability. Why? Because they're willing to show these people, as you say, in bombing Israel, bombing American installations, that they're basically saying, listen, if you continue and if you think you're going to use it, we're going to do the same. I do believe they have capabilities. They're just probably not showing.
They're not showing all of
I
it.
don't know if this
I agree.
has anything to what you guys are talking about, but Rubio just approved 151 million worth of ammunition being sent to Israel, and he didn't get Congress approval on.
151 million?
They haven't got anything from Congress approved. They don't care. They're doing whatever they want.
Wait, hold on. 151 million isn't
Ammunition.
That's probably gone. That's probably bullets and guns.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a week.
Grenades.
That's probably a week or two worth anyway.
Yeah, that's probably for Hezbollah. So crazy. This country doesn't, meaning Israel, they can't even buy their own fucking guns and bullets.
No,
Or they can. And
every fucking 10 years.
everything.
New contract every 10 years.
But that's that contract. But this is everything is all up and above the contract.
Well,
All of this.
there's no, from a military standpoint, it is just the United States. And I can see why, it's causing issues because it's that base is a nuclear base. It's pretty close to Russia, and there's all these, there's wars within Syria. Russia's involved. That thing is a huge issue geopolitically, and it's not fully surfacing. You know what I mean?
Quick question. Did I just hear one of you guys say, Marco Rubio sent, $150 million worth of munitions to Israel?
Yeah.
Okay, we're definitely getting knocked out of the war.
Did you?
$150 million though is not for.
No, That's not why.
It's not for insult or anything.
I'll explain a concept. It's called militarism, right? This is actually around World War I that we understood this concept to be very prominent. But essentially, America participated in isolationism. We didn't want anything to do with Europe, so on and so forth, whatever. But Britain and Germany were advancing their stockpiles to make sure that they could go ahead and levy blow for blow for blow for blow, right? What ended up happening was that in World War I, we ended up coming in because Germany was messing with us, and we were like, you know what, we're gonna kill you guys. But we had something called the Land Lease Act. The Land Lease Act specifically stated this: we will lease out our stuff, our food, our equipment, all of these things to the British, to the French, to whoever is our ally at this point, and they can go ahead and use it to advance, like the platoon, so on and so forth. However, there's a very specific stipulation we have here. We don't just send them the money, or we don't send them the value worth of that specifically. We give them not only platoons, but we have special operatives that have trained them to go ahead and carry this out. It's actually one thing that a couple of U.S. presidents, including FDR, said is highly irresponsible for America just to give the equipment. There's more to the land lease than just that, right? And this ensures that we go ahead and protect, and reparations are given back to us, meaning we get payment back in return with many trade routes, all that stuff, whatever. We don't have that relationship with Israel, meaning the more we're just giving free of charge like this, the faster America gets out of this, and the more likely that Israel's going to be alone in this. So the moment we get knocked out of this, Israel's done for. Especially if they're doing it like this, they're going to have to realize, look, there was an insight to land lease in which, and how FDR did it, and how we did it before as America. We didn't do it like this.
Well, France just launched a nuclear stuff, though. But they don't need us. They're that shit. And, what do y'all think about France?
Well, I think
nuclear warship submarine.
They sent to Charles de Gaulle for, I don't know where they sent it to actually, but for defensive only. They're not getting involved. Actually, France is one of the countries that spoke out.
We always say it's for defense.
Don't get water started on France. Don't get water started on France.
Well, France said that they spoke out against being involved. I think Trump will probably in a week or two come out and say that we won and there has been regime change.
Edward, at this point, you giving Trump too much fucking credit. I'm sorry. If he hasn't showed anyone in the world right now, he is the biggest fuck up president in the world. I don't know what else.
Wednesday. You have to understand, it's not about whether he's a fuck up or not. Whether he wins or loses, Trump's just going to come out and say, "Oh, look, guys, we win," when we really in actuality haven't, right? And he's going to keep on running this as like a victory for himself more than anything else. The thing is, the repercussions of this is going to be so bad for the Americans that we're going to feel it for years.
I think he's going to have to, and Iran said, no negotiations. They're not ready yet. I think when they are ready, Trump has to put a pretty big carrot on the table.
They killed their fucking supreme leader. Wait a second.
Yeah.
You warn Iran, we're gonna get you back. For weeks, Iran says if you retaliate, we're going to hit you back, right? And on the month of Ramadan, you decide to kill their fucking supreme leader, and you want to look like the victim, and that's what CNN is playing. That's what Fox 5 News is playing. This is why they say America.
But I don't think Iran cares if U.S. or Trump looks like the victim or anything about internal U.S. politics.
Next to Ayatollah, who they love.
I think they care about a deal. They care about getting a deal done when they're ready.
What deal?
I don't know what it looks like. Probably releasing all their money. We have hundreds of billions of dollars of their money.
No,
They don't give a fuck about
that's
money,
not the deal. The deal is that Trump escalated all this thing because.
What are you talking about? That's not what a deal is. I'm talking about a deal with Iran.
A deal is just money.
It comes down to money and resources. That's what a deal comes down to.
I don't see it happening for the simple fact part of the deal that Israel wants is they don't want them to have any missiles anymore. Not even ballistic missiles, no missiles. Surrender all.
I don't think that will be on the table though, resistance.
That's my point. Iran is not going to do it, so that means it's going to be continuous war.
Right.
Iran is not giving up their weapons. It's not going to happen. They don't care what Trump says. They don't care what Israel says.
I understand. I don't. Like I said, that's not on the table. That would not be realistically. That's not on the table.
Well, that's what Trump is saying, and that's what Israel's saying, though. That's
what they said before. Now, Trump wanted to come. They wanted a deal yesterday or the day before, and the foreign minister came out and said, "No deal. We are not going to have a deal. We're not going to sit down. We're not going to do anything right now." That's what they said.
Yeah,
that's what Iran said.
Edward, what was the negotiation of the deal? Is it the same deal?
No, it would have to be better. I mean, obviously, Iran is doing this to get a better deal.
Are you speculating now?
No, I'm not. I mean, of course it has to be better. Why would Iran go through all this and not want a better deal at the end of the day?
I get that. I get Iran would want a better deal. I'm saying after Trump and Israel killed the supreme leader, and then Trump, America and Israel says, "All right, now you got to beg down to us. Let's negotiate." Iran doesn't want to go negotiate because it's probably still the same thing.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they didn't even get to the part of what they're negotiating about. They said no negotiations. So Iran isn't interested right now. I think in a week or two, I think they would be interested. Once America has felt more pressure.
Let me ask you a question. So this is all about leverage, right? We know the United States. Right. We know the United States cannot go in there with ground troops. So what's our leverage?
I mean, we have our Air Force and Navy, and we could put limited troops, there, and not that it would make a difference. But the leverage is going to be, leverage. I think the air power enough is enough leverage, which Iran is degrading at a rapid rate. I think when it gets to the point where economically we are feeling the higher gas prices, higher oil, higher transportation in terms of goods moving, insurance rates, all this, Strait of Hormuz being shut down, that's when Iran would sit down and would say, okay, we're ready to talk,
What if they don't want to? What if they don't want to? Maybe they just want to.
Why would they not want to? Of course they would want to.
Eventually, they're going to have to sit and talk. Eventually.
Eventually. Why are you so confident? Why are you so confident?
Because that's just how reality works.
That's not how reality works. Edward, that's how reality works.
Yes, Stevie.
Can you give me an update on what happened? Sorry, I'm busy. I saw a possum walking. I grabbed it and threw it in his car that's parked badly.
Is this his character? Like,
No, he is a redneck. He owns 60 acres. He has a ranch. He has 120 cows.
Yeah, this douchebag's fucking parking in a handicap zone with no stickers. So I saw a possum walking by. I grabbed it myself. I just threw it in the fucking car. Teaches you to take that parking spot. But yeah, what did I miss?
Nothing. We're just talking about, Iran would have to eventually, and the U.S., negotiate, because you can't have perpetual war, especially not air war.
And then America started it.
We don't have to negotiate shit. We have to stop fucking with those boys. That's what we gotta stop doing. All the gay shit.
I don't think they see it as who started what. They see it as how much leverage does one have over the other. That's what it comes down to.
One thing, I think ever since this proxy war, and America was doing a proxy war with Ukraine and Russia, I think what America realized that for the longest they thought the new way of doing war was going to be the air, with drones and great, nice, jets and stuff, right? And when they saw the Ukraine and Russian war, they realized, oh, they're still doing ground war. So we had to go back and start making tanks all over again. Start refilling our our cabinets with more grand round things that we use in ground war. And we are not prepared for a ground war when it comes to Iran. We are not. We're not.
No, I don't think we are.
I was watching like a small Charlie Kirk clip, and he brought up this fact that like the average age of I'm not a huge Charlie Kirk fan, just saying. The average age of the Ukrainian soldier is 43 because the young people are dead, and they had to bring. So I can see a world where we deployed. I think in Iraq we deployed 250,000 troops. So in Iran you would have to deploy that much. I can see a world where Russia's like, and we'll back Iran up against ground troops. Here's 100,000 troops.
Yeah,
but let me just finish. And then America thinks we have 30-year-olds might start getting drafted. People retired in the army. People are old. You need a whole new generation of young kids. You get shipped there, die, recruit new ones.
Iran is 4 times larger, so you're talking about 1 million people.
It's just
if
we're talking ground war, we're talking death, right? So I'll just finish with this. I think the new world paradigm, and I think Russia's in charge here. Them saying no, I know we got nukes, but I'm gonna put down 1 million troops on the ground, and I'm gonna because a million Russians died. So I'm gonna let 1 million die to do what I need to do. Are you willing to let 1 million Americans die? If you're not, don't come fuck with us over here. So I think that's the game.
Russia's gonna be the new superpower. If anything, it will be China. I don't know where you got that one from it.
I don't think it would be China. China wish it could, but that's my opinion. But no, the ground fighting is in Iran would be 100% completely different than GWAT, Iraq, Afghanistan. So I get your concept.
And we don't even have the troops. We don't have the troops anyway.
You're not gonna draft Gen Z. I'm sorry. Gen Z is gonna be like, fuck you, I'm about to cross that border. Whether to Canada or Mexico.
We're not getting drafted. It's not going that far. It's already a very unpopular war. So
I heard something about Gen Z. What did I do?
It's already a very, very unpopular war. So nobody's going to get drafted. It's not going to get to that point.
Are you gonna go to the border? You're gonna go to Canada.
Border for what?
So you want to be drafted?
To dodge the draft.
Unless you want to I'm taking the first flight out of here in a couple months.
It's got to be Gen Z that goes.
Where are you going? Do you know yet?
Fuck no. If they go ahead and say, oh, we're going to draft you, I'm just going to go to Timbuktu or Africa. I don't care. I'm gone.
No, there's...
America can figure it out. I don't want to be here.
We are having trouble. They're asking for $50 billion to continue just this campaign right now as it is. $50 billion, and I don't think...
Wait. With the jobs report that just came out today?
Yep.
Did you guys see that jobs report? Disgusting.
Yeah. Wait, what happened with the jobs report?
Oh, it's horrible.
They lost 92,000 jobs. They were expecting to make 55,000 jobs. They ended up losing 92,000.
Oh, yeah, the jobs market here in America is so screwed. We're we're past 08 recession levels horrible. We're getting to, I think, the 80s version of horrible, and this is getting closer and closer to Great Depression.
Listen, the white-collar industry is going to be obsolete, gone.
As well.
So make your plans accordingly right now.
Listen, I'm an accountant. I'll just change my collar from white to blue. That's all.
I'll just do it too.
Farming will always be there. Sorry.
Yeah, it's true. Until artificial meat becomes a thing, then you're out of business.
Oh no, I don't eat
How you
artificial.
gonna afford the real estate?
I'm gonna eat real meat. I'm just gonna have to lure somebody into my home and, be a cannibal.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
Not too worried about the blue collar jobs. White collar, maybe AI might grab all those.
Yeah, 18 months, they're gone. Goodbye. We need that universal basic income now, because if we don't plan ahead, boy, there's going to be some unrest.
We got to get through. They're predicting, in the next week or so, over $4 a gallon for gas, and then
Yeah,
if
it's gonna
this
get
keeps
worse
going,
than that. Thailand is feeling it bad.
and they said if it goes up to 30 days, then we're looking at $7 a gallon.
Yeah, I believe it. It's gonna be bad.
Over $100 to fill your car, and that's just it's not people that fill their cars is the issue. It is an issue, but it's not. It's the biggest cost driver here is those trucks and
Have a great weekend.
the go from delivering products to stores and produce and whatever.
It's consumerism,
But it's going to raise prices by it's going to double prices.
If we were producing our own gas, there's a guy making gas out of plastic. There's people making gas out of water.
Why is the United States looking to invade Ecuador now? What's going on?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, Wednesday. Like,
Well, they're going in alphabetical order.
Israel. Exactly.
They probably are.
Alphabetical order.
Oh, we're starting. We start with the last letter though. V.
Ecuador is kind of a unique situation.
Leave Ecuador alone. That's your people.
No, it's because of that whole cartel shit. It has nothing to do with the administration.
That's your people.
Is there an actual cartel?
That's
in
Pepe's
Israel?
people.
So what happened in this is, and you can look at it, like they're starting to overtake Mexico when it comes to the cartel violence the last couple of years, but basically the Europeans, particularly the Albanians,